What it is, it's your boy Nissy coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. I wanted to go over the Oxford Inflator, how I was able to learn from this plugin and some really dope secrets that I was able to use to apply to get in that present vocal sound. Let's not waste no time. If y'all like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More suggestions down below. If y'all interested in getting some more games, some presets, or anything like that, go to the links down below. You can check out the courses and the presets. So let's jump right to it right now.
With that crazy physique, tight skirt, high heels, does it for me. You know what to do, how to move, and I love it. Come a little closer, I'll make you feel something. Tell me something about your life, I'm trying to get involved, trying to make you mine. She said I could tell that you do this on purpose. Pull me even closer, she made me so nervous. No communication, I just grabbed her by her hand. Took her for a dance and I didn't have a plan. Do my two-step, then I took her for a spin. The way that body moving, I'd let her move it. So come over when you like, Mr. DJ, can you play that twice? Baby, run it back, I ain't finished.
Okay, so we got the song here today from a really dope artist from the UK I was working with. Shout out to my dog, Bart. So the main thing about it is the Oxford Inflator. It's one of those, very well-known plugins in the community. And I wanted to show you guys the idea that I like to do a lot here today. It's a concept where even though I don't really use the plugin like that much anymore, I was able to learn a certain idea from this plugin, the Oxford Inflator, and transfer it over to my vocals. It's kind of like something too they used to teach me when I was growing up. They said, just because you don't always agree with somebody, that doesn't mean you can't learn from them. Like, for example, if there's somebody who's up like $100 billion, maybe you might not agree with everything that they say, but still you could at least learn that one thing for them, that, oh, that's how they make all that money, and apply that information to yourself. So okay, what does the Oxford Inflator do? For me personally, it's a couple of different things. It's a clipper, and it's kind of like a harmonic saturator. It kind of literally inflates the vocal, adds more weight, more harmonic density. So let's look at what people like to use it a lot for, the the plugin, just to make the vocals, the whole mix in general, just have a little bit more juice. Treat it like an airhead. That's what this plugin kind of reminds me of. It kind of blows up the whole song and makes it feel bigger.
With that crazy physique, tight skirt, way that body moving, I'd let her move it. So come over when you like, Mr. DJ, can you play that twice? Baby, run it back, I ain't finished. I just need a sec, not a minute. I ain't into wasting time, I can tell you're on your grind, maybe I can be the sign. Trying to run it up with the realist.
So this part right here of the plugin is the effect. So how much of the inflator effect do you want? How much do you want to blow up that hot air balloon? Blow up that airhead? Pop, you feel me? Blow up that bubble gum. How big do you want to blow up the mix? And then after that, you have the curve, which affects the saturation curve and the shape of it. But that's not the most important thing to me. The most important thing to me with that plugin is understanding harmonic density in like different areas of a vocal. So the very first thing I do as an engineer is when I have the vocal, I always listen to the beat, the very first thing, and try to understand where is like the present energy of the 2-track beat at. Where is the present energy that, how am I going to be able to fit the vocal in? It's a situation where every single beat you work on, every single song you work on is like a different refrigerator. You know that there's different types of refrigerators, some that got double doors, some refrigerators that got a cabinet under it. So each song and each like production you work on, it got a different amount of space in that bit. You feel me? The keyhole in the key is it's always different every single time. So you got to figure out how to make the combination of the vocal and the beat work together. So that's the first thing I do to figure out how to get presence from my vocals that the Oxford Inflator taught me, is listen to the goddamn beat first and understand the instruments. Where's the presence energy at already? You feel me? right off the jump, for me just listening to the beat, I already hear "dun, dun, 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 dun." You feel me? Already hearing the where's the density at? Where's the carrots? Where's the meat already inside of the refrigerator? Where's the open space for me to put my vocal into the beat? And you hear instantly, ooh, you start to hear that sparkly high end type of chords. Then you also start to hear the guitar, which sounds like it has mostly high mid energy. So for the most part, it sounds like most of the energy of what's already inside the refrigerator is up in the higher spectrum. So that kind of tells me that, okay, like if I want to make my vocals present, I'm gonna have to shift it mostly into kind of like the lower mid and the actual mid range itself, not the up higher super sparkly Tinkerbell stuff. So that plays into my EQ moves. Pay attention to how it's a mindset. Before I even started doing any of my processing, look at my first EQ move. I'm leaving the mid range wide open. I'm leaving the mid range wide open, mostly most of the low end and most of right here. I already understand. Okay, that's where the vocal is gonna be sitting at. So that's where I'm gonna let the vocal live there. You feel me? That's its apartment. That's its complex that it's gonna stay at. That's its house. That's its address inside the community of the mix, right? And that plays also into the compressors that I'm using, right? So understanding where is the presence density of every plugin that you use. For example, the RVox is one of those plugins that it brings in that low mid density. You feel me? Even though it's a compressor, I feel like it's mostly bringing the density in the lower mid. So that's why I used it on this song.
Ice, baby, run it back, I ain't finished. I just need a sec, not a minute. I ain't into wasting time, I can tell you're on your grind, maybe I can be the sign. Trying to run it up with the realist. I know for a fact you gon' feel it. Send a shiver down your spine, some tequila on the line, trying to hit it from woo. But for now, just relax. We can make some memories, I'll put you in a track. Ass fat, how you move it like that. But that I can handle it, I'll be right back. I'm starstruck. Have you ever been in love?
So it's a situation where it's a mindset, right? You hear how most of the high end is kind of already occupied by the actual instruments in the 2-track beat, and I'm using the RVox to bring in some of that swollen body. I'm using it to put the vocal under the cabinets of the refrigerator. You hear that, right? It's not like the vocal. It sounds like the vocal starting to sink down a little bit lower because I'm understanding that this compressor brings in low mid density. And let's show you another way of getting density in different areas. Maybe you want to use a plugin like Spectre, right? And with a Spectre, it's a situation where I wanted to bring in some more of the mid-range density, not necessarily all the way at the top, because that's where the guitars and everything is at, but doing a little bit of a saturation boost over here at the 2K region starts to help to push the vocals forward. Is bringing in the actual mid-range density. It's making the actual mid-range a little bit more dense. So I feel like low mid density is somewhere around like the 300s. I would say all the way from the 300s to almost about 1,000, and the actual mid-range density for me personally, don't swear by these numbers. You'll figure it out yourself. Like actual mid-range density sounds like it's from like 1K to 4K. Then everything from 5K and up, it starts to be like the glitter, Tinkerbell, Disney Channel, Mickey Mouse with the wand type of frequencies, the real sparkly stuff, everything past 5K. So yeah, just doing a boost right here at 2K. Listen to how this brings more presence, more density to the actual like mid-range of the vocal, helping it poke out and cut through a little bit more.
Ice, baby, run it back, I ain't finished. I just need a sec, not a minute. I ain't into wasting time, I can tell you're on your grind, maybe I can be the sign. Trying to run it up with the realist. I know for a fact you gon' feel it. Send a shiver down your spine, some tequila on the line, trying to hit it from woo. But for now, just relax. We can make some memories, I'll put you in a track. Ass fat, how you move it like that. But that I can handle it, I'll be right back. I'm starstruck. Have you ever been in love? I'm trying to be that Romeo that lives across the block. And if you've been in love, I guarantee.
So just doing a little bit of saturation just in the actual mid-range, you hear how a little bit of that saturation help give that push. You feel me? It gives that push it to the limit. It gives a little bit of push to the transients of the vocal, helping it cut through. But still, just doing a push right here, you still hear all the Tinkerbell, all the sparkliness up in the at the top of the refrigerator. You feel me? So we just kind of working out in the middle pocket of the refrigerator. We ain't working at the freezer now, which is all the way at the top. We just working in the middle pocket of the refrigerator. So this is kind of how I'm just trying to get you guys to understand understand how the Oxford inflator helped me understand harmonic density, like what regions am I making things big and fat, what regions am I making things big and skinny. Another last way I want to show you guys how to add some low mid density is using something like tape strategically. I'm like, okay, like I already understood when I heard the beat that most of the energy of the instruments in the beat were higher up in the refrigerator, higher up in the apartment complex, you feel me, like high rise building type of situation. So okay, boom, I want to make this lower in the basement, and I know that tape has a natural way of pushing out the mid-range. It has like a little mid-range bump to it. So I also used a little bit of tape saturation. Understand that the tape saturation is going to give me a little bit of density, and that density in the lower mid, you feel me, it's helping contribute to the way I'm trying to organize everything on the desk.
Baby, run it back, I ain't finished. I just need a sec, not a minute. I ain't into wasting time. I can tell you're on your grind, maybe I can be the sign. Trying to run it up with the realist. I know for a fact you gon' feel it. Send a shiver down your spine, some tequila on the line, trying to hit it from woo. But for now, just relax. We can make some memories, I'll put you in a track.
So that's pretty much the end of the video here today. I just wanted to show you guys this different concept, the way I was able to learn, in general, you can learn something from all of your plugins, even though you might not use the plugin, you can learn from the idea of the plugin and use that to maybe enhance your vocals. Here today, we talked about presence energy, right? The first thing that we do is always listen to that 2-track beat, and the 2-track beat is gonna tell us, okay, where are the residents already in the hotel? Like, imagine it like a hotel, like are they at the top floor, the middle floor, are they at the lobby? You feel me? Like we're listening to the beat to understand that where are the people, which is like the instruments in the hotel and stuff like that. And then from there, we're allowing the vocal to be in an empty room. You feel me? Like when you go to a hotel or somewhere like that or a resort, they don't just put you in a room that already got people in because y'all gonna clash together. So in order to help your beat cut through and kind of have its own space in the mix, you want to figure out where is the empty spaces by listening to the beat. Okay, does this beat have like a Rhodes pad, which would like sit a little bit in the lower type of situation, or is it like a little bit more sparkly with guitars that have more high mid and higher end information? Okay, we're gonna make our vocals sit in that lower mid range, maybe in the middle of the hotel or maybe at the bottom of the basement or whatever. So that's pretty much the end of the video, trying to get you guys to understand that concept of harmonic density, like fatness and thickness. Where is it sitting at in the mix? And from there, you start to boost your EQ. You start to do those things to put the vocal in that spot, and the vocal will have its own glow. It will have its own position on the basketball team where it can shine, just by itself. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check the links down below to support the channel. Just want to say I appreciate y'all. Now my YouTube gang. Peace.